Hi, this is Joy Parris with Punch Television Network, and I'm at the 42nd Annual Luncheon for the NAACP Image Awards. You're very handsome. You are way too cute. Love your hair. I love your hair. I'm on heels, and look, I can't even get up there.
The NAACP has been fighting the good fight for years. Yes, I am a paid member. Y'all can check. Okay.
She's a paid member.
I'm a paid member. So I think when we get involved, our parents were involved, our grandparents were involved, and it's just like voting. We have to keep doing it. We have to keep doing it because the problem is not solved for all people of color.
The movie's about the Rwandan genocide, and it's about 6 storylines that sort of collide during that. So I play a woman in the movie called Lieutenant Rose, which is based after a woman that named Lieutenant Rose Kabuye. A woman actually ended the genocide in Rwanda. This woman is amazing. So I sort of play her military. And I think the most beautiful thing about the movie is about how the Muslim and the Christian community came together to really help give the Tutsis some type of refuge in the midst of all that war.
How'd you get started into singing?
I've been doing this since I was about 11 years old, and you know, just a product of music culture, and just grew up loving it. And when my relationship with God changed, then you know, my music began to change as well.
Words of advice for the young folks out there?
I would just tell you that you have significance, you have purpose, and don't let anybody tell you that you don't. And when you understand that you are made for a reason, that you have purpose and significance, and you begin to really live in that reality, life begins to change.
Southland is very well-known series. So what inspired you to direct the series?
Well, I've been around a guy named Chris Chulak. He was the first producer that gave me my first directing job back in the early 90s, I guess. And Chris always wanted to do a cop show. And he called me up a long time ago to do the show before it was Southland. He said, someday we'll do a great cop show. It's gritty and on the streets with real great actors and real simple. And it finally came about in Southland as a result of that, after many years of talking about it.
And what inspires your music?
Growing up in Ghana, you know, every day when you wake up, you know, you only have to look around. You know, there is issues every day. There's voices that need to be heard. The album is called Hymns for the Rebel Soul. You can find it all over iTunes. You
can reduce my waistline?
I can reduce anybody's waistline.
How do you do it?
And you do it without giving up any of your favorite foods. So if you want mac and cheese, then I show you how to do that.
You can have mac and cheese and still have a waistline. I like that. So you have a book out?
I have a book, and that's why I'm here. The book is nominated for an award for instructional, outstanding literary work, and it's called Diet Free for Life.
Well, thank you very much. And I'm going to go have some mac and cheese now.
All right.
My name is Phil Morris. I'm with Love That Girl, the new show with Tatiana Ali. I'm nominated for Best Actor in a Comedy Series. Surprised, but not shocked, because the show's just been on for about a minute, a schminute, which is less than a minute.
So you're nominated for
Lies in Plain Sight for Best Lead Actor in a made-for-television movie.
Well, I believe in honoring our women who have made it possible for singers like me to be alive and to be performing. And Billie just was always someone very important in my life. I did a play about her called Lady Day. And actually this is going to be part of doing the play again on Broadway, but I started out when the economic crunch hit, so I'm going to now work it into a multimedia.
There's a lot of untold stories about our history that has not been told.
Right. Yes.
And there's a lot of schools and also textbooks that don't tell our story.
That is so true.
And I think it's very important that our kids we need to still instill a sense of pride in them about our ancestors. We've done a great job because schools all across the United States are now buying the film and implementing it to the school curriculum.
Wow, that's great.
I am delighted to be here. It's such an honor because the film really talks about Hefner's activism and his belief in fighting for freedom of speech, independence, civil rights throughout the years.
She wrote the film This Frankie and Alice with Halle Berry, isn't it, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about that a little bit.
Well, I became involved in the project at its inception, and I was working very closely with the producer, Michael Levy, and I give up, my hats are off to him because without him this movie wouldn't have gotten made, him and Halle, of course. NAACP is the voice of African Americans. And so we made this movie for everybody, but we really made it for the African American community. The nominations hopefully mean that we touched people, and that we did. We were successful, and that's what it was all about for us.